Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Today we're diving into Anthropic's triple offensive, where they've rolled out Haiku 4.5, the new skill system, and the Microsoft 365 integration.
Yeah, absolutely. So what stands out to you about Haiku 4.5?
Haiku 4.5 is positioned as an efficient option. It delivers coding performance that's basically on par with Claude Sonnet 4, but at about a third of the cost and more than twice the speed. Not to mention, it supports up to
Uh-huh.
200,000 context tokens now compared to previous models.
That's pretty impressive token capacity. But isn't it still a bit pricier compared to, say, OpenAI's GPT-5 Mini and Google's Gemini 2.5 Flash?
Exactly, yeah. On one hand, you get better efficiency for specific tasks and a boost in speed, but then when you stack cost per token against the competition, it's still around 4 times higher than budget alternatives.
Yep, right. And the benchmarks, they showed roughly 73.3% on software engineering tasks and even a jump in computer use tasks, right?
Yes, exactly. It's like even outperforming Sonnet 4 in tasks where interaction with GUIs is involved. But the sweet spot seems to be applications needing rapid UI work instead of long, context heavy conversations.
I see what you mean. Moving on, what about this new skills system? How does that really change the game?
The skill system is revolutionary in its own right. It uses a progressive disclosure approach. Essentially, Claude can load only the relevant skill folder when needed, which means it's not bogged down with unnecessary context all the time.
Right.
This in turn minimizes token consumption and makes the AI more efficient overall.
It's kind of like having a toolbox where you only grab the wrench when you need it, instead of lugging the whole toolbox around, isn't it?
Exactly. Like you're not carrying excess baggage. And interestingly, there's even a skill that creates other skills automatically. Talk about meta.
That's fascinating. But how do you think the community has reacted to these changes?
Well, the reactions are pretty split. Some developers love the specialized performance, especially for UI tasks and setup, as noted by users like the one from GitHub integrating Haiku into Copilot.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yet there are critics too, like that YouTuber claiming it's essentially worse than Sonnet 4 in several respects.
Right, and that's a fair critique on conversational capabilities. It's optimized for structured coding tasks, not for everyday dialogue. I mean, it's a trade off, better speed and cost effectiveness for specific workflows, but with, well, limited everyday
True
charm.
enough. And then there's Microsoft 365 integration via the Model Context Protocol. How is that shaping the enterprise use case?
This integration is a strategic play, a calculated embedding of Anthropic into the existing Microsoft ecosystem. Now Claude can directly access SharePoint, OneDrive, Outlook, Teams, and Calendar. It means you ask for details like your remote work policy, and it pulls data from all these sources to create a comprehensive report.
That's pretty cool. But isn't there some concern over data residency and compliance issues, especially in regulated industries?
Absolutely, and that's a valid point. The integration mirrors existing permissions, so if you don't have access, neither does Claude. Still, companies in sectors like healthcare and finance need to consider cross cloud data flows carefully.
Hmm, that's something every enterprise must weigh. So overall, it sounds like Anthropic's October offensive is really about narrowing the gap between technical capability and real-world business viability.
Exactly. It's less about groundbreaking tech in isolation and more about aligning capabilities with cost and integration demands in the enterprise world. They're offering specialized tools, quick coding helpers with Haiku, modular expertise with skills, and seamless data integration with Microsoft 365.
I like that. It's not just about having the most powerful model, but the right tool for the right job.
Right, but help me here. Don't you think that the cost premium and some of the conversational shortcomings might be a sticking point for some
Yeah,
companies?
I'd agree.
It's a balancing act between speed, cost, and a little flexibility.
And with Anthropic reporting such high annualized revenues, it seems they're betting big on this strategy despite, burning billions more than they earn.
Exactly. They are pushing for enterprise adoption by making their models more integrated with existing workflows rather than forcing a total overhaul. It's like embedding a fast, efficient tool set into what companies already
Absolutely true.
use.
It'll be interesting to see if this shifts the industry balance or remains just another hype cycle, as some analysts predict.
For sure, the next couple of years will really test whether this integration forward approach pays off in real lasting
Couldn't agree
enterprise
more.
value.
Well, that's a wrap on our deep dive into Anthropic's new moves. Thanks for the engaging conversation.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep your tools sharp and your strategies sharper.